Yeah, we're going to be doing a Pilotedge flight. This is the brand new Zibo, 3.22 Charlie. And we're also going to be looking at the brand new short final design KABQ Albuquerque. Yeah. Some of you guys already saw this, but of course, if you come over to the there may be one or two of you that haven't seen this yet, but if you come over here to the beautiful Qatar FBO and you decide you're going to wait for your Learjet and you're going to wait in the lobby, well, it just so happens that there's some fine entertainment up on the television for your viewing pleasure. But don't miss your flight because the entertainment on the wall is so enthralling, right? There we go. So we got Mike Zulu Hotel, Blake C. Yeah, we got W. Dolezal, Vision Bite. Yeah. So, yeah, kind of a nice little Easter egg. I do have one more Easter egg that I'll probably show at the end of the stream. But I won't give that up quite yet. But yeah, quite honored to to be immortalized in the Qatar FBO. Looks like me, you, Gibbs, and Britt in NASA Odyssey Aviation. Yes, exactly. I remember pulling up to Odyssey. I remember it being really warm there. And I remember taking off my life jacket, thinking to myself, we made it. We should try to do that again. Yep, we should. Maybe your 2018 birthday. I'll be glad to, be your designated driver on the ground. All right, we're going to be on Pilotedge. Let's get going here. I've done a little fuel planning. We need about 13,300 pounds. Just going to verify here. We'll go ahead and empty the center tank. We'll bring up our left tank to 7,000 and our right tank up to 7,000. We'll just round it up to 14. That's fine. And we'll apply that. And then, yeah, let's go ahead and get this party started. So we'll come up here and we'll do battery on.
Albuquerque International Support Information Golf.
I'm going to not get the ATIS quite yet. Standby power to auto. Close the guard. Cabin utility power. Passenger power on. Let's go down here. Well, let's start the Irs Alignment. So we'll go over to nav. And we'll also put our navigation lights on to let people know that we're inside. Oh, hold on. We don't need to do that. We can just leave that strobe on steady. And then we'll do turn the ground power on. Yeah, it has kid number 12. I have 14 kids. What are you talking about, Max? You're 2 behind. But yeah, let's plan it for sure. All right, ground power's on. Irs Alignment, position lights on steady. We'll do passenger signs to auto. And we'll go ahead and turn some window heat on. Get those heaters going on the left and right, forward and side. And we're at a very high altitude, so we're going to go ahead and put on 2 fuel pumps today. And after the 2 fuel pumps get going, we'll go ahead and click on the start. 1,000, 2,000. Let's get that APU rolling. We can preemptively strike on the APU bleed. And we can preemptively strike on the emergency exit lights. Close the guard. Let's go ahead and file our flight plan. We'll come back to the APU gens here in a moment. Flight plan. Oh, so I think Jessica or someone asked earlier how baby and mom are doing. Baby and mom are doing great. So they're doing really well. There's obviously some recovery after childbirth, and the baby has to be fed every 3 hours through the night. So losing a little bit of sleep, but she actually, the baby, joined me today in the cockpit for about an hour and a half, and she was my first officer on some testing today. So that's good.
Connected to Pilotedge.
Come up here and we'll go Pilotedge, file a flight plan. What else am I missing here? You can use the FMC for fuel and payload now. Oh, you can, Lifesaver? Well, let me just take a quick glance at that. So would that be under, what would that be under? Extras? No, that's, oh, that is fuel. Oh, wow. Wow, nice. So left, center, I like it. You can probably do a total payload. I like that. I'll have to check that out. That's pretty cool. Let's start the Irs alignment here. We'll put in KABQ. And we'll do the route here in a bit. Rotate MD80, flight factor 757 V2. Want something different than the Zibo 24/7. Are you asking for which one you should get? Well, you definitely should get the flight factor 757 V2 extended. The MD80 is awesome. It is a very well simulated plane. I'm just not a fan of the MD80 in the real world. So I probably, it's one of the most complete aircrafts, one of the most complete aircraft available for X-plane. But I just not into the MD80. I don't know why. Well, there's a couple of reasons, but anyway, let's go to the overhead and let's turn on the APU gens. And the APU bleed we know is on. We can turn the ground power off now. And we can also do the clearance here. So if we go to Pilotedge, file flight plan, we are not a 753. We are a 738 slant Lima. We're going from KABQ. And we're going to KPHX. And today's route that we're going to attempt to get will be the Roadrunner RDR NR3 with the Zune transition. Or is that the arrival for the Eagle 6? I'm not sure. EAGUL 6. We're definitely going westbound, so we'll go at 30,000. And our alternate today is, I don't know, Tucson. Not that we need an alternate. You just missed out on my departure out of ABQ. Oh, you're also going to Phoenix? Ah, well, nice chosen flight route. File IFR. Just to show you guys what we're doing on the 4 flight. So we'll be doing, again, the Roadrunner 3 departure, Zune, Eagle 6 arrival. Expecting to take off of runway 8, but may not. Expecting to land 25 left, but may not. So you can see here, it's pretty simple. Departure and arrival. And I'll go ahead and pack some NOTAMs, etc. And we'll go back over here to the 4 flight and we'll go to the airports, choose the closest airport, ABQ. Clearance is on 119.2. So we'll choose, oh, you know what I realized I don't have yet is my MCP panel. Let me bring that up. Hopefully it works. Alright, let's see. Let's get that going. Using the GoFlight interface tool. It's a brand new version for me. It's version 2.09 and it works so well so far. In just a moment, as you'll see on the MCP webcam, the parameters should show up here, but if not, we'll have to do a quick import here. There we go. So now I have full control over the Zibo. So we'll minimize that. And as you can see here, as I'm rotating the altitude dial, I'm able to rotate the altitude. I'm not sure what our initial altitude will be. Heading today may be 080, and our speed will set here in just a moment, but everything seems to be functional. All right, we'll continue with our checklist. Actually, let's call in for clearance. So again, clearance is on 119.2, so I'm going to dial in 119.2 on my SciTech panel. Here down at the bottom, let's verify. 119.2, yep. Flip that over to the primary. Let's get our handy dandy. We know that guy. Let's change the input there for Pilotedge. Pilotedge preferences, and we're going to go over to the splitter. You guys should be able to hear a little bit better there. Get my handy dandy notebook ready. S Fighter, I'm flying with a yoke. Or sorry, yoke in the sim, but in the real world a joystick. Southwest 572, we're going to Phoenix.
132 Kilo Tango, Seattle Center. Roger, good morning. Number 2 Kilo Tango, radar contact 3 miles south of the Crescent City VOR. Climb and maintain 17,000.
Okay.
And Crescent City altimeter 29993.
I always like to double cross-check verify that I'm actually filed. So all I do is I go over to the Pilotedge map and
Number
I just
3 Kilo
click
Tango,
on my call sign.
Roger, thanks.
Looks like there's someone else here at Albuquerque. And yeah, Roadrunner 3, Zune Eagle 6, we're good. Almost called Phoenix Clearance, but it's Albuquerque Clearance. All right. Albuquerque Clearance, Southwest 572, IFR Phoenix, please.
Southwest 572 Albuquerque Clearance, good morning. Clear to Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport. Roadrunner 3 departure, Zuni transition, then as filed. Climb via the SID, squawk 3046.
Clear to Phoenix, Roadrunner 3 departure, Zuni transition, then as filed. Climb via the SID 3046, Southwest 572.
South 572, reback correct. Number 831 Papa Whiskey.
Immediately come down here and put in our squawk code
VFR. Frequency change approved. Good day.
of 3046. We won't put on the TARA quite yet, although we may forget, but we may not need it. Okay, turn off our master caution. So we got as filed, so that's good. We're going to climb via the SID. I'll set my MCP here in just a moment. Let's set up our pressure panel. So up here, flight level will be 300. Do you have a nice... I do have a Cessna yoke for simming, but it's in the closet. Is this your first time using the MCP? No, I've used it several times, and it's really great. Although, I had some problems with it with public beta 7 and 8, but that had to do with the Git version I was running, the Git program software. So it was just some software changes. And everything's working flawlessly. And what's great about this, I mean, obviously this is going to be the first complete flight that I'll do with the MCP, so we'll test it inside and out. There may be a few things that are not working, but for the most part it looks functional. But this is, again, the latest version of Zibo, 3.22 Charlie, so we'll see how it goes. All right, Phoenix field elevation is 1134. So we'll set up 1134. that set. Come down here and we'll set our altimeter. Altimeter currently is, I'm just going to bring up the altimeter on the screen here for a bit. 3012, so we're going to rotate the EFIS here up to 3012 on the captain side. We'll also set the first officer side 3012. Alright, that is set. FMC programming now. We'll do KPHX. Hello Devo 343, how you doing? Crazy Dragon, how you doing? Can you do a tutorial on how to use Pilotedge? I sure can. Absolutely. Flying Jackal. Flying Jackal with the big host he hosted. Thank you, my man. How come the host alert didn't come up? That's a big monster host. Thank you, Flying Jackal. Everyone that can rock a FlyJSim chair, please. Really enjoying. I was watching you do some artwork there, or some knob work. Does that sound? Is that politically correct? I'm not sure, but thank you for the host. I appreciate that. Okay, so we'll now do. We can do a perfinet here. Reserve will be 7.1. Cost index will be 100. Got done early today. Need some sleep. Well, really looking forward to that plane.
Approach, maintain VFR. And squawk
really looking forward to the 732. Execute that perf. We'll be doing a no D rate. Flaps 5 departure. CG of 4.04. Trim 4.04.
4717.
123, 124, 134. We'll go to departure. Next, we're going to be doing the Roadrunner 3 departure with the Zuni transition. I'm assuming runway 8, but it may change. We'll do activate on that. Let's look at the legs. All right, that looks good. And then we're going to be doing Phoenix arrival.
Rate 31 Papa Whiskey,
and
radar
Phoenix
contact 15
arrival
miles north of the Phoenix VOR. Phoenix altimeter 3005.
Will be the Eagle 6.
Maintain VFR, contact Phoenix
Zuni transition.
119.2 with
They're landing 25 right, I think. All right. Let me check the Phoenix Sky Harbor is landing 25 visual approach 25 left. Okay. So we'll plan on the ILS 25 left. Sure, why not?
Rate 31 Papa Whiskey, Phoenix approach.
Let's go check out some discounts.
3005. What's your request?
No discounts. That doesn't seem right. Runway 8, Tyler, Roadrunner, Speddy, Doji, Slider.
Number
That
1
doesn't-
Papa Whiskey.
I don't even see Zuni in there.
Number 1 Papa Whiskey, Roger, maintain VFR.
Maybe you can take a midday nap and get back some odds and ends. Yeah.
American 909, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain flight level 240.
There's a lot of Jet A being burnt. Yeah. For sure. Interesting. It's interesting. I thought there'd be a... Let me take a look at the flight here just for a moment. On the flight plan... Yeah, you'd think it would go... So there's... Oh, Zune, so early. Okay. All right, we're good. We're good. David G. Jam, how you doing? Welcome again. Welcome. Are you using the included mesh? Yes, I am I'm using the included mesh for ABQ. Yep. Okay, our initial altitude. Let me check one thing here. Well, go back here. We go to airports. We go to nearest. Go to Albuquerque. Procedures. Departures. Scroll down here to the Roadrunner 3. Top altitude is 200. So we'll go over here and we'll bug in. We'll use the MCP panel and we'll bug in 200. 200 bugged. Let's set our trim 4.04. So down here, 4.04. And that trim is set. Turn on some fuel pumps, hydraulic pumps, and anti-collision light on. And let's do pushback. Who is going to be our tug driver today? Don't you have to use the patch file? Maybe you do. I just haven't. I think I'm going to push just straight back in case I get runway 3. But yeah, I'll just push back to here and I won't do an incursion here.
Ground to cockpit. Plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you are ready.
I probably should use the patch file, but I haven't. But what other programs are you using for charts? I use Navigraph charts. Yep, the Pueblo architecture, yep. And 4Flight, yep. Flight Deck Pro. What is Flight Deck Pro? I haven't heard of that before. Alright, so I've done a key here, so I just type in Control S instead of having to go to the menu of Better Pushback.
Cockpit. Tow is driving up.
And it'll automatically start to push me back. Buck Entertainment, hello. I hope you're well. I only have the demo for X-Plane 11, the full version worth it. David G. Jam, I've only streamed X-Plane 11 for the last 2 years. So there's an emote that will answer the question as to whether or not X-Plane 11 is worth it. There is an emote. They seem to have fixed the zoom problem. We're going to detach from the craft and get a little zoom in here. Wow.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect. Set parking brake.
Parking brake is set. Yeah, your ortho. Yep. So we don't need the mesh with your beautiful ortho? Oh, good. Or is that a question? So normally to change the mesh for ortho 4XP tiles you have to use a patch file. Oh, okay, I haven't looked at that yet. Probably should have by now, but you'll do a short stream showing applying the patch tonight. Oh, okay, cool. I will tune in. And I will break from Monday Night Football.
So connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Okay, parking brake is released.
Starting pushback. And you may start engines.
Okay, we'll start the engines here momentarily. Starting to push back. The jet's going away. Oh, it's so beautiful. Okay, so we'll come up here to... Well, actually we'll come down here. Come up here. We'll turn the packs off. And we'll start number 2. We'll look for 20% on the N2, and we are rising, so that's good. What FPS am I getting? I can bring that up. Alright, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Add fuel. Got a good engine start, I hope. Yep, kicking in. I tried to do it yesterday, but I screwed up because I was using the new development version of Ortho 4XP. Ah, okay. Chicago for life? Yes, of course. Do you remember me? The new Mr. X KABQ is great. Yeah, it really is. I have a second Easter egg that I will show maybe at the end of the stream. Someone asked what my frames are. Right now I'm getting 43, 44 frames. Okay, we will start number...
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Start number 1. Parking brake is set.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
N2 rising. What do you mean, no official KPDX? There's an awesome Mr. X KPDX. Okay, boom, add the fuel. We'll check out our engines. Looking juicy. We'll disconnect and go to hand signals. Albuquerque ground is on 121.9er. So 121.9er. Albuquerque tower is on 120.3. Get that in the standby on the SciTech panel. I'm going to go ahead and set.
Nose disconnected and bypass bin has been removed.
I'm going to set that
on the right.
to.
We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Thank you, Sasha. V2 plus 5, so we're going to go to 140. I need to sync up my auto throttle though. There we go. Sync up my flight directors from the last flight. Okay.
Number 831 Papa Whiskey, contact Phoenix, approach 133.57. Good day.
Okay, we got engine start. We can turn our packs back on.
American 909, contact Albuquerque Center on
Engine bleeds.
128.45.
On. Probe heat on. And then we'll come down here. No anti-ice required. We'll do yaw damper. And then we'll
American
do
909, Albuquerque
flaps
Center,
5.
Peso, descend via the Eagle 6 arrival.
Set
And
RTO
the runway
auto brake setting down here.
8, transition, Phoenix altimeter.
Taxi light coming on.
3003.
And runway turn off lights coming on. Set up the MCP. So again, we don't know what runway we're getting yet. We're assuming it's going to be 8, but
Tango,
it may not be.
Oakland
Okay,
Center,
flight director's coming on.
132.2. Good day.
Flight director coming on this side as well. That's working. Auto throttle warning. That's okay.
Marky 132 Kilo Tango, Oakland Center. Good morning. The Montague altimeter.
Yeah,
299.
Portland's free. Yep, Portland is free. Good morning, Ninja with guitar. You got the SimCoders reality pack this morning. You're loving it. For which plane, Peter? Okay, so initial altitude is set. All right, trim set. Everything. MCP is set. I think we're ready for clearance. Or sorry, for taxi. So I'm going to go ahead and see what our weather is here at Albuquerque. Information Mike. We got wind 210 at 5. Might be runway 3. Departing runway 8. Okay. Altimeter 3014. Temperature 10. Dew point 16. Okay. All right, we got Mike. So we're going to tell Albuquerque ground who we are, what we are, what we want to do. Or who we are, what we have, and what we want to do. Turn off the master caution. And just to give him a little reference of that was Alpha 1. Let's see what happens here. Yep. Albuquerque ground, Southwest 572, terminal, taxi with Mike.
That was 572 Albuquerque ground, runway 8, taxi via Alpha.
8 via Alpha, Southwest 572. Simple little turn here. Oh, APU's off? Or sorry, I should turn the APU off? Yeah. Where'd that go? Oh, I missed that in my after my engine bleeds here. Hold on. We can taxi with that. APU, engine gens. Almost turned the APU off without the gens in place. Hope Mr. X does either Denver or Las Vegas next. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Either one of those would be welcome. Oh, hello, Cessna Rocks, by the way. I know they're a little bit older liveries, but I downloaded for the first time the Janet livery and the Poseidon livery. So I think I'm going to rock that Janet livery out of Las Vegas, but I hope I don't get in trouble with any government agencies for streaming Janet out of Las Vegas. All right, Albuquerque Towers on 120.3. Let's see. And just for future reference here, hold on. I seem to recall there was some lights up here. Now we're fine. Okay. Actually, I wonder if I should taxi all the way up there. I guess I will. Albuquerque departures on 127.4. The P8 livery is super awesome, and you can fly with a military call sign on PE as well. Cool. I have to try that. Are you streaming and playing the same? Nope. I have two different computers, Crazy Dragon. I'm using streaming PC. And because of JSNAP 1982, I'm super excited. This coming week, hopefully, well, tomorrow they may ship my brand new capture card. That is a 4K capture card. I'm super excited. All right, let's come up here. We'll switch over to tower, and we'll put on some lights. We're going to switch our engines to continuous. We're going to turn lights on. Oh. And we're going to do taxi off. Runway turn off on. Position strobe and steady. We're going to turn the auto throttle on. Auto throttle is on. And I think we're ready to go. I'm going to put Albuquerque Tower is in the primary. I'm going to put Albuquerque departure in the standby.
Albuquerque Clearance Southwest 188 IFR.
Oh, we got someone joining the same route.
Southwest 188 Albuquerque Clearance, clear to Phoenix Airport, Roadrunner 3 departure, Zuni
Yep, there he is.
as filed. Climb
Sweet.
via the SID, squawk 7047.
Alright, clear to Phoenix, Roadrunner 3 Zuni, then is filed, climb via the SID, squawk 7047, Southwest 188.
Who is that Southwest 188?
South 188, read back correct.
There he is. He's building up. Beautiful. Albuquerque Tower, Southwest 572, ready to go number 8. Or runway 8. Not number
Southwest
8.
572, number 8, probably one thing that's never been said at Albuquerque. Southwest 572 Albuquerque Tower, runway 8, cleared for takeoff.
8 clear for takeoff, thanks. Southwest 572.
Snake, 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 snake.
Snake. I gotta move that Streamlabs alert a little bit over because it blocks the text there. Hello, Ninja with Guitar. Thank you for the 10 months of support. Appreciate that. Yeah, number 8. Snakes. Alright, let's hope this Zibo does this in style. Okay, we got 40%. I could probably hit that N1 over there, but I'm just going to hit my toga button on my joystick. Toga. guys got a little engine noise? A lot of snakes on that plane. Yeah, exactly. Ooh, I'm having to use some rudder. Uh-oh. That's weird. Feels like a prop plane for a second. Okay, there's V1 coming up. V1?
V1, rotate.
Rotate. Whoa. Need to go a little bit steeper. Positive rate.
American 909, contact Phoenix approach on 128.65. Southwest 572, turn your transponder on and contact departure.
Transponder on over departure, Southwest 572. Where's my transponder? I thought it was already on. TARA. Need to add that to the checklist. Over to departure. Albuquerque departure, Southwest 572, 7,900, climb mean Roadrunner 3.
Southwest 572, Albuquerque departure, radar contact, climb and maintain flight level 200.
Climb maintain 200, Southwest 572. Alright, we're already bugged for 200.
American 909, Phoenix approach, good morning. I do have your request, altimeter 3003.
It's just, it was interesting that the MCP panel wouldn't let me arm the autopilot, but it's okay. A little bit late on that turn. Let's clean up the flaps. Speed looks good. Keeping that turn going to Roadrunner.
Monkey 2 Kilo Tango,
yeah,
Reading,
we're going
altimeter is 3013.
Make sure that okay, the blood pressure rising. And a little apple juice. I love Pilotedge so much. It's so intense. Feels real. Dang it. We'll go direct Roadrunner. Because it's going back to the original. No, it's okay. It's going direct. Okay. Alright, now we can do some SOP stuff. So lights can come off. Runway turn off, lights off. Oh! We got a subcribe.
Wow, that is a bright yellow airplane. Great for helping maintain traffic separation.
We got
Cheers
a subcribe.
and happy landing with less high blood pressure.
757 Spy, thank you for the subcribe. Appreciate it. Any collision will stay on. Strobe.
572, contact Albuquerque Center 134.6. Good day.
134.6 CF, Southwest 572. Albuquerque Center, Southwest 572, 19,500, climbing 200.
American 909, just confirm your runway 8 transition.
Let's go standard pressure. We'll go standard pressure here. And he's going to give us a higher altitude.
Southwest 572, climb maintain flight level 300.
Climb maintain 300, Southwest 572. Alright, so let's bug up 300.
American 909, turn right heading 230. And descend and maintain 12,000.
We're also going to do...
The vectors, runway 8.
Level change, I hope.
Sorry, you're at 9,000, my goodness. Okay, so we're kind of in a really strange place here.
Level change worked, I think.
American 909, fly heading 230 and climb and maintain 10.
Thank you, 757 Spy, for the 2 months of support. Appreciate it. Yes, a bright yellow aircraft for maintaining separation. Cheers and happy landing. Thank you. Yeah, I need to calm down. I need to think that this is just a game. Whew. Ah, the ortho's looking good. Clouds looking good. The plane's looking good. Need to just take a question for you. What version of KJFK were you running on the stream the other day? Carlos Santana, I believe that was the payware version on the org store.
Oh, there's no confusion on my end.
If I'm not mistaken. Okay, we're making the turn at
American 909
Roadrunner.
Vectors for the RNAV Yankee runway 8 approach.
Why LVL change instead of just VNAV? Stinky Woo, he basically said climb and maintain 300, but my FMS still had altitude constraints for the Roadrunner 3 departure. So if I didn't do the level change and I stayed on VNAV, it wouldn't have done what ATC wanted me to do, and that was climb and maintain 300. Does that make sense? As far as our landing, I don't know. What, probably half hour, 40 minutes?
188 Albuquerque ground coming out of the terminals.
I could look at it here, I guess, on the prog
That was
page.
188 runway 8 taxi via Alpha.
1932 Zulu. And right now it is... Wait. No, we'll be landing at 2027 Zulu, so just under an hour. I think, if all goes well. Alright, let's finish our SLP stuff. Just a scan here. We can go... Yeah, that'll work. Flaps are up, gears clean, locked. Once we get up to cruise, we can go back to LNAV. ATC... No, let's see. Is that wrong of ATC to be doing that and not respecting the altitude restrictions? Yeah, basically they're looking at the scope and they're determining whether or not they can do that. So yeah, TMA's got it right there. Yeah, oftentimes when I take off from Salt Lake City on, say, the Twin Falls 4 departure going up to Boise, or any northerly destination, they'll often say delete speed restrictions. So then at that point I can go level change here, but then I also learned that there's the expedite button on the A320, which is kind of nice to have. How's this?
188 Albuquerque Tower runway 8 cleared for takeoff, wind 210 at 5.
Carlos, this version of the Zibo, the 3.22 Charlie, seems to be stable, but this is my first full flight with it, so yeah, there's that.
American 909, fly heading 240, descend and maintain 8,000.
I might make my chat box a little bit smaller. What do you guys think? Is that good or bad there on the chat box size? Let me know. ATC still need to respect altitudes for restricted airspace, for example. No. No, they don't need to restrict. They don't need to. Basically, they're in complete charge of whatever altitudes. There's no limitations. They can clear me into Bravos, whatever. So I'm not sure exactly what you mean there. You want it larger? Smaller is good? Uh-oh, we have a disagreement. What do you mean then? They have to respect altitudes for restricted airspace. Oh, are you talking like MOAs? Like for MOAs? Yeah, absolutely. If they're, yeah, for sure. I see what you're saying. You want me to make it a little bit bigger, Jessica? Okay, let me know if that's okay, Jessica. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I misread that. I thought you meant like Bravo, Class Bravo stuff, or Charlie, but yeah. All right, we are at cruise, so we can let the passengers go to the bathroom.
Southwest 188, contact departure.
Oh, I found a fix for this smoke, by the way.
American 909, contact Phoenix approach 120.4.
All of that smoke, I found a mod for it. I wonder if any of you guys have tried this yet. Let's go to here. This apparently will get rid of that dark smoke, and I haven't tried it yet.
Southwest 188, Albuquerque departure, radar contact, climb and maintain flight level 200.
You're using that Vision Byte? Yep, the silent dark one, yep.
American 909, Phoenix approach,
good.
Roger, altimeter 3003, turn right heading 250.
I'm glad it's working well. I need to implement that very soon. Baby's not happy. I can hear the baby. I might go check on the baby in a second. Oh, baby, calm down. Blake C loves the smoke fix. I'm glad it's working. But how will you distribute the mind control agent? Well, you basically, if you run better.
4403 Romeo Chinook approach, maintain VFR squawk 1401. I'm sorry, you'll have to give me your request again as well.
So if you use better pushback 0.46, the better pushback plugin, whenever I come on as your tug driver voice, I use very subliminal messages, and I get into the mind of the pilot, and it's a very unique ability that I have to do that as a tug driver. So when you hear me in your sim, I take control of your life basically. I can say, go to your PayPal account right now, send over $2.25. Whatever I want to do. Junfly is funded by who? Yeah. If you're playing ATC, do you go around the map or do you have a graphical ATC? I don't know what you mean by around the map. And a graphical ATC building would be kind of cool. But no, they just have a radar in front of them. Alright, let's check some progress here. So, down here.
American 909, turn right heading 260, descend and maintain 4000.
Wait, Control F? No, Alt F? Yeah, Alt F. Status.
Number 4403 Romeo,
legs.
radar contact 7 miles east of the Yakima VOR, altitudes indicating 4,600. Know your aircraft type and your equipment suffix with your request.
66 miles to Zune. It's pretty cool that the MCP panel's working. I like that.
Number 03 Romeo, are you maintaining VFR? You're looking to pick up IFR.
So far, you've done a much better job of pushing my plane than Britt. Well, I heard Britt for the first time this morning,
4403
actually.
Romeo,
and I did a
the Yakima Airport
pretty simple path for her.
Yakima direct. Climb and maintain 6,000. I have your approach request.
278 grand. Yeah, that is a good price for a Saratoga. I wonder if my Piper Cubs have sold. I haven't checked it for a few days. I've been busy. I have a few Piper Cubs. Oh, they did sell. Holy snack lips.
6,000. Turn right heading 290 vectors for Yakima.
I sold 2. It looks like. Whoa. Yeah, I gave away 2 Piper Cubs.
Are you looking for the full approach from the
Got
Yakima VOR
4 left.
procedure turn or vector to?
I sold 2. That's cool.
Perfect. Thank you. American 909 is confirmed descending to 4,000. That was 188, contact Albuquerque Center 134.6.
This, I'm controlling a real plane,
That was 188
David.
Albuquerque Center, roger. Climb and maintain flight level 320.
Yeah, this is, I'm basically a drone pilot for the real world.
American 909 running. It'll be the,
Hey,
visual
Epic
first
man.
runway 8.
The longest, I try to keep my flights less than 350 miles. I will sometimes stretch it to 400, but
American 909, turn left, heading 090.
I do not like long haul. Cirrus Max back. Pass it. Pass it. Did Val Dudes sneak in here? Val Dudes, happy Thanksgiving week, y'all. Thank you, Val Dudes. You too. I hope you have a great time with family.
Romeo, turn right, heading 260.
I must, of course, pass the Thanksgiving cheer. You'll be having chicken dinner, J-Snap. Are you going to finally play PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds? Is that what you're saying? Do a world circumnavigation. Yeah, that sounds really exciting. I'll get right on that. Yeah, exactly, Spaghetti Ball. You can go 40K in debt? I didn't know you could go 40K in debt. Yeah, I like this particular route is 306 miles. 306 is perfect for me. Although our ground speed's kind of... Oh, that's why. If you look down here, so our ground speed right now is indicating 407. And our wind is 304 at 74. So we got almost a direct headwind at 74 knots. True airspeed 463. All right, let's take a look at
31 Papa Whiskey Phoenix approach. This is actually the first time I've heard from you since I received a handoff from the Phoenix area approach controller. Frequency change is approved today.
Farmers route, cruise, descent. 125 miles to the top of descent. 1956 Zulu. Okay. You did. You're gonna 757. You're gonna try your first long haul Saturday, Boston to Iceland, then to Heathrow, then the start of the Spy World Tour. 757 Spy, you better have some in-flight entertainment for me. I better have all kinds of games and shenanigans going on.
J-Snap. 9 clear visual approach to runway 8.
You did 800 last night, KLAX to KABQ to El Paso. Yeah, but that wasn't in one go. That was broken up. And I bet you AJ had a hard time getting up this morning. Steven, I've been doing well. Tired, but good.
Good morning. Your left downwind, runway 21, and report midfield.
The Epic Man? Yeah, I fly into and out of Dallas-Fort Worth, you bet. Absolutely. In fact, there's some YouTube videos of me flying in and out of Dallas that you can take a look on my YouTube channel. Just search for John Fly on YouTube. You have several pizzas and 2 boxes of beer. Cold smoke, right? We got some cold smoke for that long haul. Do you mostly fly out of Albuquerque? No, I fly all over the U.S. and all over Europe. Mostly the U.S., but occasionally I'll moonlight in Europe about once or twice a month, and then the rest of the time I'm all over the United States. Like I say, I got over 400 videos on YouTube where I fly every which way but north. And then I do fly north after that. Cold smoke ale. I got to get me some of that somehow. I wonder if I can order that. Or maybe I should just take a drive north. Yeah, I'm enjoying that 757 extended. It's kind of reinvigorated me to fly the 757 V2 again with the do a little UPS and a little UPS or FedEx runs in that.
Target 909, contact Phoenix Tower 118.7.
That canyon below looks really cool. We're just coming up to the Zuni VOR.
Target 909, Phoenix Tower runway 83 to land, wind 0806.
And that is real life live footage.
Stay heading.
That is real life footage right there, folks. I've installed webcams all over the
03 Romeo, what was your last assigned heading?
I wish they would improve the sounds of the 757. Only part of the aircraft that is a bit of a letdown for me. Sorcerer Dave, yeah, I'm known for not being a sound guy, so I leave that up to you other streamers to show off and showcase those sounds. So
03 Romeo Rounder, fly heading to.
I do have the F mod installed in this plane, and it's got some good sounds at times. But I haven't really paid attention to the sounds in the 757, to be honest. I don't like the 753. I'm going to go ahead and put that out there right now. The 753 is a pencil, and I'm not a fan. So I'll be very rarely flying the 753, to be honest. I'll be flying the freighter a lot more. Watching John fly at 160p is not a good resolution, Stephen. Go to the local McDonald's. Crackjack's doing a long haul. United Coconut Milk Run from Honolulu to Guam. What's wrong with the 753? JSNAB, it's just too long. It's just too freaking... It's a pencil. It's a pencil. Yes, confirmed. Exactly, Vision Mind. Yeah, I like the 752. Give me the 752. Give me the 752 freighter. I'm not a fan of the 753. It's too long. There's nothing wrong with any 757. The sports car of the jetliners. I love the 752. Don't get me wrong. Just not a fan of the 753. And I wish that I had an MCP panel for the 752. Although I can test it. I think someone made a profile, but I'm not sure if it's how well it's working because it didn't work last time I tried it. What looks longer compared to the body width? A 753 or a 340-6? Oh, that's a good question. I'm not familiar with the
572 to send that. Pilot's discretion, maintain flight level 240.
Discretion down to 240. Southwest 572. Alright, I'm gonna rotate my MCP to go to 240. And I think he had to call me twice on that one. Sorry, Marcus. Legs. Let's go to progress, descent. 85 miles to the top.
03 Romeo, when able,
descent.
cleared directly Yakima VOR. Cross Yakima at 6,000. Cleared VOR.
So
Alpha
just
approach,
before Eagle?
Runway 27.
Oh, we're supposed to be at Eagle at 18,000. Alright, so it looks like it just passed Tinez. I don't like this planned top of descent. I'm going to bring out the range. Yeah, I don't like their planned top of descent. So I'm going to...
909, taxi the ramp, Sierra and Charlie. Monitor ground 119.75. Good day.
They're only giving me, well, am I reading this correct? Am I only getting 20 miles to descend from 300 down to 18,000? I think I might start my descent.